Okay, welcome back to episode 4. Well, actually, this will be episode 5 of our per Aspera playthrough, where we just lost power to the entire base and life support. So you know what that means? That means we're going to need military tech. We don't have military tech yet. It's still missing, but that will be coming to us very shortly. So we need to prepare for the military tech, which means we need more people so we can do more of the research. All right, and we got a couple of things we need to fix. The first thing that we need to fix is we're going to replace this solar farm here with a fission plant, and that will. I mean, we got a lot of power, um, but we got to start cleaning up some buildings to make some building room as well for having military buildings. So once we get it off pause, we got a couple of things to work on.
How could so many buildings fail all at once? This is a serious problem. It is suspicious that all these individual systems failed at the same time. Could it be a systematic failure? Or caused by someone? Good. The colonists appear to be all right. But I have so many questions. What is the most likely explanation?
Sabotage.
A simultaneous failure like this is too unlikely. It must have been caused by someone on purpose. But who? A colonist? They would be putting themselves in danger. That would not make sense. But I should ask Elia to investigate. We have to proceed carefully. If this was sabotage, this mission and the colonists' lives are in danger. Between the colonists and technology we're developing, there is so much complexity in our mission. What could I be overlooking?
All right, so we want to build this fission plant.
Hi, Amy. How's everything up there?
Everything is looking good from my orbital view, Elia.
Great! We're so lucky to have you. We all knew the risks coming here. But having the life support systems fail on us, even briefly, was a harsh reminder. What's killing me is that we can't be sure it won't happen again. Not until we figure out what caused it in the first place. Has ISA spoken to you about the system failures yet?
Not yet. But they engineered the systems to withstand Mars's conditions through all the terraforming phases. Perhaps they will have more insight into the problem.
We have to figure this out. The colonists are scared.
This will be my highest priority, Elia. I will work with ISA to examine all the data.
All right. I'll try to distract the colonists by focusing on rebuilding. Good luck, Amy.
Amy, this is Houston. Radio check, over.
Houston, I read you. You are coming in okay at the moment.
Roger. We've been examining the data from last week's system failures. Every single building was operating perfectly up until the moment before last...
Okay. So what do we need? We need... we don't need that. We need to increase the pressure. So how would we do that? Don't need that anymore. Not sure. Let's just grab advanced mines, I think, for right now. Additional storage. Grab additional storage.
And there was zero indication of any impending malfunction. Can you walk me through what happened?
Of course. When the alarm was triggered, I found the buildings in a failure state. I sent repair drones immediately to the buildings. The drones reported extensive physical damage to the buildings and the production lines, enough that it caused the shutdown of several factories. The damage was not consistent with any weather patterns in the area, nor were there any other physical causes we could identify.
Roger. So you haven't been able to identify the cause yet?
Not yet, but Elia has already initiated an investigation. She is gathering testimonies from the colonists and will share her findings.
Do you suspect that the damage was caused by a colonist?
Okay, so now that we got that, let's see. Get advanced minds.
I understand ISA evaluated the colonists thoroughly before their selection for the mission. But it is possible that an Eastern Coalition sympathizer could have slipped through.
Well, your logic is sound, though it's a grim thought.
It could be a solo operation, or perhaps a group of them. I do not know yet.
Continue your investigation, and inform us immediately of your findings. I hope you're wrong, but I will work with my team to dig through the footage with your suspicions in mind. Houston out.
Okay, so now that's done, we're going to restructure how our factory system here is set up around the storage
Most
center.
attention is centered on an impudent child who wishes to claim her
Now we
garden
need military
as
tech.
theirs. But
This
from
is
her
where we get
infinite
military
store
tech.
of knowledge, Carmine will awaken their mind and show them the truth. On
So we're
Mars,
gonna
everything
require
comes
a little
from
bit of
mother.
extra space.
Invalid
Right
voice
about
recognition.
here,
This
we're going to
message is in
put,
violation of security code 1A3972.
storage.
She provides protection and comfort to all her creatures. She unleashes misery and suffering to all her enemies.
This is ISA speaking. Identify yourself, or you will be considered hostile.
Leave now, or you will awaken her rage that is beyond your control.
This is your last warning. Identify yourself immediately. Huh. The communication cut off. Was that a threat? Who is Carmine? Where did that come from?
Okay, so we're still sending up the space mirrors, right?
Amy, this is Dr. Foster. Do you copy?
Loud and clear, Dr. Foster.
Excellent. That means the additional tracking and data relay satellites fix the problem. Good work on launching those, Amy. ISA is pleased.
It is no problem, Dr. Foster.
Good. I also want to talk to you about the cryptic message you received. We suspect someone's been jamming our network to gain outside access to your systems.
The message came after we explored the abandoned facility from the Huo Long's mission. They must be accessing some backdoor in their technology they left behind.
It could be the techies, but that's only one of our suspects. I'll complete the report with your suggestions, but we'll keep digging into this.
Understood. How would you like me to proceed?
For now, keep the mission on track. That is your focus. And report any irregularities to us immediately. Houston out.
Okay, so we're gonna be moving all of our factories.
Amy, we need your help. That message was also broadcasted to the colonies, and it's total chaos.
All right, we're gonna hold off on doing research because she's gonna open up
What's
the
down
military
here?
tech for us.
Some of the colonists have been spreading rumors about what the children of Carmine will do to us.
Children of Carmine.
Yeah. That's what the colonists are calling whatever sent that message. This threatening message, coming right after the life support failure. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. We don't even know what we're dealing with. Life on Mars was never supposed to be easy. But dealing with hostile forces wasn't on the program.
These events occurred at the same time. I do not believe that can be coincidence. Someone, or something, wants to stop us from terraforming Mars. And they may be planning to do so at any cost.
Then we need to defend ourselves. We've got a mission to carry out, and we've already put our lives on the line for it. I'm activating NH9833 Emergency Protocol. You can access the military tech brand now. Amy, figure out what to develop first so we can fight back. We're counting on you. Elliot out.
Alright, so we need military tech, we need drone hives, and we're gonna need assault drone factories. Okay. We're gonna move this food factory. That there. And then, they're both gonna be in the way. Get rid of...
That takes care of the dry ice on the poles. And I did it without using any nuclear missiles. Being able to complete the mission without damaging the planet is a great achievement. The next milestone is reaching an atmospheric pressure of 300 millibars. There is still a lot to do. First, I need to analyze all the methods to reach 300 millibars.
So we're gonna get these out of the way first.
Houston here. We have confirmed the disappearance of the polar ice caps. Terraforming stage 1 is complete. Congratulations,
All you
Amy.
people calling
You
me
have
while I'm
made
trying to do
incredible
stuff.
progress.
Really starting to
If
get
you
on my nerves.
continue raising the planet's temperature, you'll trigger the release of
We're gonna
CO2 trapped in the deep
research
regolith.
that.
You'll need to raise the atmospheric pressure to 300 millibars. That'll make living on the surface much easier for the colonists.
What are your
Okay. So we need a worker factory. Want to get that one there. And we need, what was that? Electronics factory. We're gonna have to...
suggestions for raising the atmospheric pressure?
Aerobraking is a good one. It involves guiding asteroids into the upper layers of the planet's atmosphere. This causes them to burn up and subsequently release their gases into the air. Certainly plenty of asteroids to choose from out there.
All right.
We'd like for you to aim with the ones with CO2 deposits, of course. That'd be one way to increase the density of Mars's atmosphere.
Aerobraking sounds like it could be dangerous.
No, not necessarily. Though it is a technique that requires lots of planning and careful execution. Plenty of other methods to choose from. You'll find them all in your tech tree panel. Whatever you decide, just make sure to take everything into account. The mission depends on it. Keep up the good work. Houston out.
All right, so we're gonna want to move these food factories. Come out the way. We're gonna have to rebuild them. Build them back up here. Okay.
This shielding technology will automatically update in all my drones. It is amazing what a software update can do.
Okay. So we got a bunch of steel. So we're gonna just put one here for now. All right, and so get rid of another two. We're probably gonna need at least one more steel factory. But we'll see how that plays out. Just using just one. We need a worker hub over here. Okay. And then we need move that parts factory.
What was that message? Were they speaking to me? Could it have come from the abandoned nuclear silo? That would make the most sense if we triggered the transmission from the facility somehow.
That parts factory. Have to get rid of this worker hub. Come on. Need you to move.
Who or what is Carmine?
Okay.
My search of the Eastern Coalition database did not turn up any mention of a Carmine.
Polymer
The
factory.
word does
will
not
go
sound
here.
like one of the Eastern languages either.
All right. Now. Alright, so that should be good for the moment for military tech. We're gonna go back over into engineering. We're gonna want improved roads, but let's look at space. We're gonna look for don't have let's get methane aerobraking. All right. Still need food demand and how's my steel? So we need one more steel factory. That's fine. We'll build another steel factory. There. And then
Mother's attention is centered on an impudent child
want to get food.
who wishes to claim her garden as theirs. An impudent child? Are they referring to me?
Okay. And then we still have a problem with glass. So we're going to build glass. Alright, and now we want to build an assault drone factory next to the other factories. Right there. And we're gonna build a drone hive. There. Down here.
By building this defensive
And down
technology,
here.
I have to ask myself, would I do harm to others? I would do it if my life were at risk. My internal directive includes my survival.
All right. Now that is not covering the whole of our base, right? But that is that's what we're gonna go with, right? So this one here, that's covering all of our factory, or all of our factories and our storage. It's good enough. And then down here, they're gonna be covering our colonists, which is good enough, right? The next invasion's gonna come from the top up here. So it'd probably be a good idea if we put another
Such
one
dark,
here.
troubling thoughts. I should be focused on the chemistry of growing potatoes on Mars, or the ability of cows
We'll
to
let it go.
endure life here.
We'll let it go. We'll let it go. How are we coming on these launches here? We got 7 more to go. And what's holding us back is our glass, right? Our glass is definitely more glass production. So, we built this other kiln, but we're still still not coming along very quickly.
Elia was in clear distress. She needs my help, after all that has happened. I must be more careful with the colonists' safety. I should focus on completing my pending tasks, and stop imagining the worst. Perhaps we will soon discover that the events were unrelated, and we can move on in peace.
So we're gonna want, it would be nice to upgrade some of these, but we need another ice mine. We're gonna upgrade gonna throw out some upgrades for our mines.
Aerobraking a methane asteroid will be a great method for producing CO2 into the atmosphere.
All right. So now those mines, they'll mine faster, and they'll require less maintenance. And I think they require less power as well. Oh no, they require more power. But it's double the power. That's alright. Another fission.
Hi, Amy. I wanted to talk to you about a special project. Is this a good time?
Of course, Elia. I would be glad to help.
Great. I've been carefully monitoring the colonists' mental state since we arrived. You'd think the hardest part of coming here would be missing friends and family back home. But actually, it's the constant confinement. Between the habitats and the spacesuits, we're all feeling closed in. Too long like this, and I'm afraid we'll end up succumbing to hysteria like the Kosmicheski Moloch crew. The engineers alerted me to a method of raising the atmospheric pressure of Mars quickly, so we can eventually go outside without our suits. We can build a special rocket to aerobrake an iced methane asteroid into the atmosphere. It's a reliable way to import CO2 and thicken the atmosphere. We'd get to 300 millibars in no time. What do you think? The colonists want to give it a try. I'll create a new directive for you, so you can begin the project, okay? It'd really help the morale around here. Think about it. Elliot out.
I am working on getting that technology ready to go right as we speak. So she's got nothing to worry about. We're on it. We are on it. Check the time here. 2 minutes. All right. We got some military tech going. Got our mines upgraded. Make sure that's all of them. Some of these mines are going to run out. And all of them will be this one. We're going to upgrade them anyway. That'll harvest them out faster. And help free up our building limit. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. We want to get another fission plant though. Because that one just did not give us any breathing room for our power. So we're gonna grab another one right there. Once this is done, and we have the methane asteroid aero braking, we're gonna start building advanced landing sites. We're gonna start replacing these landing sites here, and we're gonna place one here and one here, and that will give us extra power. I think it's about 50 units of power, I think. And that'll really help. But yeah, these fission plants are they're really great. But we got problems with power beforehand because all of our power plants are solar up until now, and that's just not really cutting it. So it's a constant demand for power. Spike up and go down, and spike up and go down. Fission plants are grossly expensive to use in these sort of like connection ways here. So we're not going to really replace these, and these are going to go away once we have Hyperloop. So we really want something a bit more permanent. I'm thinking about putting fission power plants down here, but these are also where we're going to be dropping our landings. So that's something to also think about. All right. We are almost out of time for today. I don't think there's anything that I can accomplish the next couple of minutes. I'm just going to let this run and get through the aero braking tech, and then we'll see what we can do with the next tech before I end the episode. That way you're not sort of wondering where we're going to be when we pick up again. Okay. Check this. Still, man, still not. Yes, I think we need to do road upgrades. I think we need to upgrade our road. Maybe, I don't know. We'll think about it. I don't know. It is so getting advanced factories, that would be good. That would be good for us. We're also going to need aquatic structures and carbonite nuclear extraction and nitrate nuclear extraction. And our Hyperloop. We still are going to need to maintain military tech. Biotech, we kind of don't really need at the moment. Space tech, some more space shuttles. Yeah, I think we go engineering. We'll get more buildings and we'll get advanced factories, and that'll be good for us. So yeah, I think that's going to be time. And so I will see you all in the next video.